pleased to speak, I would like to remember and honour also his father and the wife of his father who are both present. I'm aware that his father has passed away over the last year, and remember him with great fondness from my previous engagement with them when Canada were here on the previous occasions. Gahish, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. It's pretty emotional for you to bring. Thank you for bringing it up. It's understandably it's challenging, but my dad taught me one thing that today a lot of the Indigenous people are here today. We're here to talk about our land and our sovereignty, and in our nation. Before contact, we reigned supreme. We had our territory, we had our laws, we had our ceremony, and we had our technology. Then Turtle Island was discovered. Fur traders came, then diseases came and wiped out our people, and colonies were established. And those colonies were fundamentally established on racial discrimination. It was based upon the doctrine of discovery, which claimed that Indigenous people are not human beings. And that is just a gross human rights violation. It's on par with slavery and other gross injustices that happened in the history of humanity. Yet it is always ignored. It's always ignored in Canada and in the international body. And we're here today to bring that to the forefront. So Canada is now celebrating 150 years of the British North American Act, which is unilaterally passed by the British Parliament. And they established the legislative, executive, and judiciary branch within Canada. And so to give a concept, that's like Russia or China or any other country claiming all of Europe. So there's a lot of Indigenous nations here, and also they claim sovereignty over that, and they take away our sovereignty that in our ways that we have. And that sovereignty is not granted by the Queen of England, it's granted by Kalkukbi, the creator granted it us. And through that dispossession, through that creation of Canada, they dispossessed us, they oppressed us, and created dependency upon them. So just so they could have access to the wealth of our land. And that's why we're here today. Having access to our land means so much to our people. There's a lot of other symptoms that arise from access to land. You'll hear more about it from other groups. But in our hearts, as Indigenous people, our sovereignty is in our hearts. And we go and we stand on the land against multinational corporations that are mining the tar sands, ski resorts. And we have in our traditional laws, we have a responsibility to protect them. And when we do, we're arrested. So what it is, that's Canada's de facto land claims policy. They have another one, the comprehensive land claims policy, but we covered later, which aims to fundamentally extinguish our title. But when we stand on the land, we're arrested, we're put in jail. My sister was, our family was, and it's continuously being done so the Canadians can enjoy the wealth of our land. And there's a lot of people who come to our land and enjoy our land, and we want the same thing. We want access to our homeland. We want access to we want to have our territories, laws, ceremonies, and technology. We want to fully be able to do that. And if I could sum it up in one word, that what we want is equality. We want our ways equal to the Queen of England. Kalkukbi, the creator, we're equal. Kukshem, yes, Shooks.
Thank you very much. I now turn to John Harris of the Smanuel Nation, please.